send mining companies like I said, your earth moving equipment like I say, I say, Echo Fat, now from the DVR, Netiano, now Emerantine and Maba, one so, SH, so the Mercury, Sabia, or Mena Bukakra, Atafri, every man, Timura, to us through Homay.
That's it. Eti, a woman, JJ was very cool. I feel only the first person of this champagne, you could see river official, I would do area, and started pouring two water. No, a baby and Sembebre, Emma,
Rodike.
Eja,
Ufi akwa ni mu kakra chemde na wabako se modiem say first time hearing say Rollins na first person odi champagne ko see river offense so.
It is common knowledge. Everybody knows it.
Well, I don't.
I'm surprised.
I don't.
All right. Then for your information, that is where it all started.
Okay. Yenti we.
If you are watching now, you are for Ecofa Newmont. A Bible member Ghana, your mining loss now you call underground and Kwano. Obesa no Emma Newmont for best started surface mining. And Abofra imagine said they want to destroy Africa through our leaders. And your leaders, you know, they are only after their selfish interests as against national interests. Why am I saying this? Abofra who say underground mining, you know, it is very expensive and profitable. A more better say, Omubeko surface mining. The input and the investment, Omubeko surface mining, you know, and yet so huge to say you men underground. And this is where the problem now you won't see and start here. You are from the mining loss, no? A surface mining, so and Newmont ever started from Kenyans. And you more ya chrono. Okay, you could do baby. You are for my send a Ghana photo. Tabofo, yeah, this kind of kumukum dia. Why don't we give our people almost small scale mining? So they differentiated between small scale and large scale mining. Large scale mining, you know, a Newmont standard. And small scale mining, I question Ghana for Kwana. Ya reservoir ma wa bra. We are foreigner. You are not allowed to engage in small scale mining.
Okay, Mate, I say, Encomono, Mimrem Kakra has say. Yahweh Newmont example of my Omeki is a Kufo time no obesesa mining law no. Now for deep underground no, a surface mining. Newmont,
Yeah.
Aha. But for the period that Newmont surface mining, Yahweh the level of destruction occurs so environment in them. And yeah, Galam say. Woody Boma, you say Newmont DNA far better than what we are doing now.
I am giving you the background, the backdrop,
okay,
of which has landed us here.
Okay.
I am not accusing Newmont.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that we don't take the situation out of context. Okay. I will say we build a strong message. The genesis of it, and I can once and if I thought
you.
Small scale mining now, Umuka said the locals, and yet the indigenous, the only Ghanaians, and the year qualified to have license to undertake surface mining, small scale mining. After the license name, conditions I want only idea I want now a they give out the license in Accra, then they go and do prospecting designated mining areas. Market for your spot to say good one. Umunyako kode license no mukwa. Emrano say anka so muye wia umuya de friend land reclamation. umusa kremu land ne back no mu dua nua ewo and almost started the politics. It is a NDC or Bema who are issue license number NDC members only. MPP bar, one for the issue MPP for. It is quite as I'm afraid the monitoring and evaluation aspect of surface mining a right. Afraid you're not a party and party league. It is the I want to look at no particular say now if you come near Wo Bi Ka every time now me mama bank for odo you see go now ya kai bank no the kai bank no na mama miska kakra bi ya de mana no ma be say asase no mo ko after you got to a point after no ma won dey no omu nya say omu ko omu ya no exponentially omu contentem eti omu invite China for eti Ghana ambassador or China so NDC na NDC na wo so a onu ne pe Chinese for omu ekuta sophisticated machines omu de baba mo ba na China for na ko shekire no me Ghana for na front e go kwa concession mo to ma China for no me Ghana ni na show say Ghana ni we na ne dia okoye small scale mining wa bra small scale mining no edi kwasa for na bia ko site obi but political powers e back China for no it was a politician na o think na oje concession na no ma China for ni shewura mu etu na akofo China for no pentem discount ko mukro so the anything about land reclamation is ceremony no mun found no more say quite na politicians e show much it may be cry here forest reserves no man mu kwan amuma kose no as I'm speaking to you Ghana you lose over 60,000 hectares of our forest cover ama say no your water bodies avechana for catch almost say alluvial mining in Shomu gold to and on a deposit I can see any power. And our politicians were convinced. And no mama muko ura yinsu can see and cobra any others. Now you market for hydroelectricity generation. Ni now ma say no. And no a woodrow a young man could be cyanide. And a chigold, no. It's all matters in our frying shoe. I'm a coonfish woman. Afraid cyanide in the a tractor assassin. Says a assassin, baby, my mind has been contaminated with this. I would rather a tuba, said by a chene, mancanino. The probability that a baby will be high. It's a cardiac diseases. I understand that and strange diseases. To say, your friend is saying, what do we call it?
Cancers.
Common area. And yet, as I'm to be
and kidney related problems.
Deformities. Will be one. None in Sabako. The fingers nitria. Your friend say. The fingers don't want to issue the whole arm form. Okay, kidney problems.
Yeah. And thanks very much for the foundation, Awale, and the brief history surrounding illegal galamsey. Let me put it that way. We can't for now say it's illegal money because our explanation of the mine was about galamsey. And you have to say illegal mining based on ABI and MRA and then she be and be emphasis or emphasis man. Owura kwesi ade odike a politician and other than kwaku for the politician. Our company that John Dramani mama a politician. Mo nyina mo politicians. Asemi wan kasa so onchire mu ene nchimu ade ama ese say ne do no politicians no mona ya na mo upper hand embra na best sign free underground mining never surface mining ni na politicians na di mutinti mine. Professor Frimpong Boateng was given a mandate as a minister. Recently, report to the Minimsonia that her report no more. Galamsey ya situe more politicians mbet me aboya me etumetu ase ni niemu ye.
Oh, the reason is very simple.
What is the way out? The way forward and out?
My brother, it's not even about the way out. It is posing threat to the national security. So it's a Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Sudan for Efrom Krom Abba Awumuye Galamsey Nibi.
And we must stop it. So what's your recommendation so far with your vast knowledge? What are you putting on the table? Why may you meet me first one? You be saying because so it's easy. The
first step, and they say, to me, two-face. Your constitution in my president power is too much. The only thing I could actually, my time no actually. The constitution gives too much powers to the president.
I don't know. Mama time no share chile ku for the share. We cannot have any evidence to back or claim until the MP say o de be konkon ho no mansa.
But I don't find konkon.
O de be konkon because
allow me to flow.
Hold on.
Allow me to flow. Allow me to flow.
No.
Because you have a place. I know yes sir.
No, I will not allow you to
allow
flow.
Me to flow.
You know you don't have to flow.
Coming from.
No, yes, I understand. Mr. October.
You know be interview. You can tell 20 a day na so na wo.
I didn't make
you can't tell me say
Tobo.
Who strike one fellow?
Dabi, yes, means hwee. But yeah, the ethics and the eduma. Because if you are called, you don't call to see any evidence that is Mahama engage in illegal mining or Obenyama, and answer an ado. That is the point I want to say.
I don't know what I'm saying. Because o mine.
But I'm you.
You hope for the hello.
Yentio. Line it triple kakra.
It is yeah, the Oman show on Saturday and Sassini show a show on Saturday. Nasa went to me and more buying. To me and take drastic measures. What you say? I am building a point. Nana Kufuor, what in the presidency crowd to line, but I don't. Yan Ekesi. What it means is that they come public. Now they are saying we can UTV and the Macan UTV. Information bibia yenya kire say soldier for they tell them not to go after Galamseyers but rather to protect them. And you want to commerce adiem. So my idea say who hold the environment of the nation in trust. Now I say na wutimi siano. But panya kwati to former National Security Minister Abeka President say, look, adena ekoswo. It is a threat to the nation. Umetna form separated groups. And I said, the friends say, secessionists. You can't secessionists. Umetna say, Western region go to ya to them. Ya capture Western region. Ya far. Now, my friend, you don't scare my woman. Who would you go to? Look, I'm going to talk Ghana, Sudan. And then SEO is here. Go to your friend say, Chancellor, Sierra Leone, Nadamanana, Otuma Bofrana, and Tokani Chadam. And the same thing is on our doorstep. And say, and Penipono Enya engaged that. And now we'll catch what in the presidency up line. It's more than almost 4 years. ade na o se me de makonya atoso se mentime ntu ase amuntume da bia so ade no kwa na ekoso
o gidi se na sa in time na o kan no he probably might underestimated the magnitude of the problem to the more cancer anana.
Now because of the bill of parliament said, ya catch them. We've advised him on countless occasions. Said, Nanado, send a memo to parliament. Say, we don't have the technology for surface mining. All surface mining is suspended until say we have proper technology. On the so just one sentence to parliament. No money law. Any law, then it will give Ghanaians the mandate to go after them because a better law, I was saying, protected the interests of the nation. I don't want premier law. Mama time one they only complain, but they are the direct beneficiaries of Galamsey. Now we're seeing that simply to say, MDC for Galamsey. Your mama say. And this is why Galamsey fire chomo eduma tumuno about be free back to site. So the evidence is clear. And you know be an interviewer. Allow the person.
Already, I'm sure. O point I alluded to you and be a point to the fact that politicians have failed in the fight against Galamsey.
Not that they have failed. It is deliberate, orchestrated way of making money to finance their party.
Hence the failure in the eyes of I do authority so I'm here. So you find so Omantimi Jumano. That's what we gave them our mandate. Yes. The power of attorney. I'm almost saying they to act on our behalf. A bit favor. And they are not working to our expectations. Let's put it short. And ye blame leaders in authority. Sometimes you watch video on maybe a Facebook ne 10 times wa. Oba say Maranti bio omode aswani nkuma na ye adwuma. And they say all man of West. And among her, Galamsey no baby share the kwa de bu hunu ye kwa excavator na oje enye scam to na so de. I mean, say empanimfo na fairly na so me selfish a. Ye timamufo no so ugidi say are we ready to support this caller? Ebi o road ke o de ba say yensizi surface mining yin. Ebe ye adwuma timamufo no ba di atom sa.
Of course, emra say unya shemra Ghana ni bia say dey see protect na dey koba no say omuka say yenyaya no more pia omu for MPP for ko Galamsey side to mu koye.
Okay.
Listen, guys, as omu kanya out of anger and omu dey kan omu kan because omu ni say abane ba bonti be ka say wa be Galamsey be chew anado na NPP for the same site omu ni tuam na omu ya Galamsey no approach soldier for ejeja obo omu ba krobo okro omu ko so kromo for say mpene na soldier for na kan yin se to mbebo e ho ban na omu ni kromo for dey see ani bi kura wu na omu armless no ma soldier for the 12 so omu ayeko it names are from what in the ababont no ana me emrante no mo Galamsey site no ene omu ye wan legal man or whatever of which ni na ya the crop and you own site no a big man in Accra. Abraham Kokan Bia mention issue no. The following week, the following month, now we for you or American ambassador to Ghana or Kumasi. Also, two for you say, look, fight against Galamsey is difficult because there is a big hand on it. Ghana so Obianesa emu dupa wa Ghana here Kufuado. Because he is the number one gentleman of the land. Next, the Nikra wano kikoma anya information I can't say. Mompeni for muna mo share a china air koso. Opa mompeni for ka sumunde. And 2019, God almost more Ghana outside Ghana is worth $9 billion. 2020, it was $12 billion. 2023, we are yet to see how the report. Now, some more on Womuya Sanyama way in every. Now you acquire me say a 3 billion bailout. My brother. Who vote for a leadership? A chair say, what subordinating your interest to that of to that leader?
Yeah.
And your party has some Ghana for sword, MPP and this, they are destroying us. My brother, let me tell you, and not come any areas about inquiring of young school. Woman who's capped. They are not going to school. And I saw for you know when we are seeing how they go. And is our mother peteno. So, of Central Region, Western Region, a day, ace cases are across your hospitals. And that's what you are not doing, China. And why you're doing because your plantation, your vegetation, I say, you import tomato to Burkina Faso.
Already, Yamshe. Say, when this was doing so penny, what would you have done differently in a case like this? Then I can be different. I'm an dance.
My first step is to ban surface mining. Now, me ban this one. The stringent measures I'm going to on an ordinary. What you say for them?
Already, only need to original Bontina Catizan say, Senum Joey, Papa Mahama, ne Papa for the Mujane chainway.
My brother, your doers and your rhetoric politicians.
Say, I don't mean I
can. And my brother, you can't think for me. I'm
not thinking for you because you're who leaders upon leaders through the Fourth Republic. It be the likes of former the late President Rawlings, that of Kufuor, that of Mills, that of Mahama, that of Kufuor. Obiaba from backstage, you know, and Umjani and Semaka CSR, so we do that West things upon West things.
But what baby so about Nagalam seeing you. I'm come at me and Galamsi.
Then him didn't buy.
What's that?
Then him the goal is one fast within Yama, and population is on course.
Now, I won't in the can usually acquire say. The all can say you won't in the to know diligently, and can usually acquire say. My brother, media no more wire because some of the media people no more can say you are. You're very discouraging. Do you know why? Me say. Me ba me yamra more thing because I am against that I'm saying me what abonche kwa binya mai no e je be tira na nhia fo ne me kontokwa I spoke truth to power me say for say who ye di pa bone for matwa man nsuo ne kwa ya mo na nanum be quick for you divinity ya na nam de ahode ne toy e kon de omo moja bi wu ye no wo mo wu agya ya awoma ye no se se no mu ye no anka mba beto abedi akonya no. I said it to them. Our Asantini baby no bet makasa asemu. Opa fa busa Asante for more Spain any baby out when video could say one bet manya kukudu akasa challenge yasa. It tells you where we are coming from. The leaders here down so they say obi a wa kukudu a or ya dey said the pepe won't through. You cannot be a leader.
Okay.
That makes the difference. But I am fighting this menace from opposition. I was so many credits now who catch Spain for say this is the guy who bet my transform Ghana. To me, but I am fighting this menace. Abraham, you're powerless. It wasn't being power.
In a nutshell, what do you make of the report by Frimpong Boateng?
Oh, as my mechanic, the own country say, Papa, as someone can hear where you are coming from, it is giving us the assurance. So, Uba will me a fight, it's our fight.
Oh, Papa, I didn't hear that judgment and it lies in the minds and the eyes of your viewers, near listeners.
But you provoke this question, and you were trying to interrogate my leadership capabilities, and I'm proving to you, sir.
But you meet you. Oh.
And to call my phone.
Me ni all kind ni obetimi aye ho. Me ni achinye bi age wo ho. But my only fear is the usual player original touchline where warm up attitude na ya na e wo Ghana for mpani fomu. And it's na mama ntimi am pass comment bia no. Because just like Ronaldo, original hustle in presidency at line on Galamsey. But the microphone got to line. Not next time, Oro di Kebana say, when to me and ya, I've had an name did you in Abome, into never meant to me and can be a mirror.
Ronaldo, Baroko, what's the catch you say? Galamsey, me ba me so listen to me carefully. Me say me ba me guno. Ma starting fighting from opposition, wabla mi nyama akunyano. It is Ronaldo lack the political will and even commitment. And was I a big liar because the Oka of Wasino or Bayano was shed out of pressure. ASO young baby and was out for Maniska up 5 Edica Crebias as before. Akobu Galamsey side said, Umo Airquako, boy, you should near young by. Meanwhile, they went there under the pretext of protecting the environment, which was not true. Ronaldo gave them different instructions behind the scenes, and it has come to, it is glaring now. Say,
from the
Ronaldo is a liar. Yes, from Paul Martin report. Listen, yeah, now as if from Paul Martin baby can one and Kwasasem and some Basalo. Whether from Paul Martin,
oh, the India coins, what you saw as be over Piansam, Pacho.
Master, it is what it is because so what can't say anymore. Sanity,
Dabby, Miss Row.
Winning, name you school. I dare end the kiss and Kwasasem. I dare wear not busy.
Me Pacho, Okwa, sorry. But also near Becca Chen, say Raka, as in a Quasiano, and him on Fataho.
My brother, Bible say, and Quasasam, but I call out now, and the teaching about crossing. Now in Bible, moon, some of them went my Jamasam. I would the Bible say, as God instructed King Saul to go and completely destroy Amalekite.
I understand, but
because they were impeding their smooth passage to the Canaan land. Don't be religious in these matters at all. Because baby, our life is at the mercy of toxic environment.
That's a fact.
Poison.
That is a fact.
Yes, it is. We don't have to use charitable works for criminals. How can I be so charitable to criminals? No. I won't use any charitable works. I beg you. Because you need to
but your platform is your entertaining animal and I draw attention to no.
I mean, come on, and I still stand by my word.
No, I don't. Mean to be known to us. Me sorry. Because what do you come? I can't show. What's I repeat it? I mean, Miss Odike. You are not being fair to me. No, you are not being fair to me.
Also, you are fair to Ghanaians.
You are not being fair to me. No, Miss Odike. Miss Odike.
You are very
Miss Odike. Because I will not allow you to spew insults out. Maybe I will not answer offer secretary BT no because I said that. I say how would you explain that to the person? That is what I'm saying. That does not make me selfish. You are using unpalatable words.
They say actually and then the behavior. I also their behavior is uncalled for.
You don't seem to get my point. The behavior or the act, that word, then you say, yeah, entertain your platform. So that is the simple thing I'm saying. You could have used other expressions. But to go along and say, I am being selfish because I did not allow you to insult, I take strong exceptions to that.
put words into my mouth. We need to be at
You said I am selfish.
And I did at him. Selfishness, and I did at him. Oh, if you are keen, won't said them cut a channel. No, the castle, oh, yeah, Casamin Kumina. And it's about what done again.
Me person in Kumina in this aspect here, the here.
The woman is a gun for you, everybody is talking about it. Our leaders seems not to get it. And I don't have a course of it. If I can't come with Jaya, there's some video at him. When the last tree dies, the last one dies. Water is life. And the seriousness also the cancer. I'll see a issue because some no matter some bejai. And so, and I bet you sure, Etinia, Adane, and Mira, my brother. And so, what you call issue more hardship worse than this.
Miss Odike. Odike, but what you for the sake of your into women your last words now, yet was studio. Why?
You have for Obiaka West and news idea is not true. So Bagan and Nabel Shady and Perifui, I could not go with criminals. I almost had destroyed Ghana. A Granina, a war, a form of Paira, a bad Spain in Italy. If care is not taken, what Italy? No to Baira on the lowest to you. Now it is contaminated with cyanide. Would you power quantuma? Open Kumabianaka Kredi, not of fire in Yedu. Their behavior is appalling. We must all condemn it with no certain terms and every language that we can use to make them stop these nefarious activities is what we must deploy. Thank you very much, all the listeners. God bless you.
I'm grateful, Mr. Kwesiade Odike, for your time this evening. Enjoy your weekend as well. Ura Odike and Yakoko Tieno. Shannon say, my brief history about him will be a Infina Aqua anymore in Africa. Ura Kwesiade Odike, Ghanaian businessman and a politician. The political party in a United Progressive Party. Until he sent Ura Odike words or you sue at the mammy when I was trying to put him right. So I would know issue, you know, and yet airworthy, no. I would describe me as selfish and stuff, you know. I hope, say, it comes true and it comes to pass. Now posterity will judge us. But this is internet. This is Facebook. I did also why you that. Until you are one percent company. Now, penny be a banner say, Odike, what do you need illegal galamsia? Say me, what do you need my main farmer? Maybe I'm going to make a ticket. Number vetting, no. I'll put this audio, any video, on number Odike, you know, the intro uses those words, no. Now, some be no. It is not about today. My wife we didn't come on, no. And my name Kranaka say we phone the loudspeaker. And my name Kasa. My American, I'm na send me a chief of my example. I'm here, and I'm I don't know the inquire, sir. I didn't know the inquire, sir. My 5-year-old daughter, no, screams out and says, Daddy, you told me the last time not to insult, but who did them? And honestly, me ferry. So I told the mother, for phone no more queer. I'm so queer. Me sorry why. I was okay, Matty. We are building a generation now. Your problem to deal with as a country. But BB Shas, yeah, you who send ABC Kitano. But they do no, and so I can so better committee. Say, Yemshe, Yakasa, Yem was a near Yem rested you now for your metro commons. None can there production a kutu pa but Urodike and community. I say, Ebreno. Edwane kakra edietia honestly the name die wa my abakosem na fe nefa esan say nyamem no krin the last time that was in 2017 Accra to Kumasi that I flew with Starbo and plane udru middle belt eastern region area honomona the big rivers no because says our plane anchor that high by 33,000 feet into no you can see say the forest no and I said, Susan Quine got a brown, did that them, sir. And I was like, wow. And I'm saying, yeah, in sure that I saw. And effect, no, goes beyond a year. It goes beyond 10 years to come. It goes beyond 50 years to come. Because we say, "Nkray video dua bi o mabu na to we." Da be na be dua amana nyina duru say dua we. How old is the dua? Nkray ebu ato atwene. And when we talk about illegal mining as a galamsey, obie de Ghana ni bia no obeka kire say na ni je, especially when I don't benefit anything. I mean, say bia me nua bia na me ofa bi dia meka say madwuma. But empaniso come do say enfensa mi no nidi. Nti bo me ehwe kasa we san nkra wa chida omutie ye kasa. Yemra studio o August na bonsan o me nchen ofia. O mira me makwa ba.
Ejeso mbra.
Na mpom ti say.
Chris Adumo.
Papa di kese at the end the adwuma de ono na bit me aye.
Okay, sir. I say bobo na ogina chiri. Oye players no bia.
Oh. Say play bi ogina chiri to me say we dey mess na ogina chiri.
Kasa we mi anka meshe. Nso to na ni man about to atwene. Indi sana ade ande unya nwura afel no so bet maka ne obeka bia. Ba ugina su bia. Ba unza na sama oka no. Me ji bebre tumba.
Of course. Yes.
Me no ya adwin wo na bebre.
Me dey na common ya me na ya adwin apart from in the West be issue na chiri mani anya ho but e bia me na ya adwin.
Fa nkwa chiri wo. Ye okro mo say. Yeah. Sana unza na oka say nnuane a yedi free outside e buy say bia te ha wo pe ukromo bia na kakra bi adi na e koma yare. Yeah. Oka na twimadwin si ade so. Yeah. Because me wa say bayra moto na bondi se me di bayra ni bi anwumra ade chamera ne sa. Okay. So what you say? But the same bayra no me ko Ghana na me koye bi ho na sa garam se ni na. Di bayra na enya me hwe. Okay. So what you say? We try we say ye won niema bi wo ha koso wo ye nuane na ye kwa na ete abrochi ha na ye di nu mu. Me nko che sa garam se we ko na ye papa odike ka no. Politicians ne omo wo mvan say 60%.
Me de memo be 80%.
Omo wo 60%. 40% ne ya hemfo na ye tu galamse no wo masase so no. Okay. Omo no so wo mu 40%. Nienta denta mekasa. Ya na do ma hen. Omo ye kan say na mse drobo nso. Ya masa as I were bi wa Accra. Ni pasa omo metu consignment bi wa Accra so omo metu gold no wo ho. Sa drobo se jape krom area ba bi sa
me was story be cry about Nkransa.
Ohene no catch omo say so omo tena ho asan anye ono na saase so a. So what you say? Enti sa bona hafo sa area no sa niema no bi antima nyeren enkoso. Doma hene ye gina ho ma obi ye kan say life e kire doma kuro ensu ada kuro no kuro no mu pe ufiri sa nsu no kwo doma kuro ma enu wa ma ansu no say ugina ho hwa ani a uhu abo egu nsu no ase buna afodi anka Ghana no ho ana nti omo de omo sa we say ya kan say mo bro for say concession omo bia enye yi ana omo bia asase de ye koso ye
gold nusa
na ai emem ne ye kan say
obi o gold pa
even sunyan omo ntu gold bi ho
obi o gold se Kenya say Newmont and
ye omo say ahemfo no ayo madwen say ye boama galamse na akoso yeah ena politicians so boama galamse no koso endi sa me timi krom na papa sa ase na se mu asati na mu diko na ni pa tenkran na one hena na kan bom na mu diko a me nso mete ho a me mu asase na kwa bra ko bede me
da bi mi ma komo ne me sa
eno ntini ye ntwe se area na omo yes sa galamse no ye ni ha ya nanse ya hwe ye kan sen say area ba bia na ohene na oti krom na nkasa de ni fie no ni fie otimu no ne dan otimu no mu tu gold bi.
Okay, ya koma Jacob so akwaba o want to say ya de yakopon ase from Boatin report home komo na egusu oyidi and in the report no page 29 talked about Akufo the fear wo chibi say no mo ye illegal mining ho na ono ade soldier for ne excavator square no mkoko reclaimers as no which a hodie professor I don't agree with you and you no correct
no correct omo ye ho life
and you no correct offer because Sa asem ni wo wiase bi a unim ba bi obi gina o record wo. Nka anye bi anka adwuma no kwaso no kura no. Nka ho video ha beta won.
Nka o ma ye ho life ko cheche me isisi ho nyina.
What I say? For you to include that in your report. Now, if a man for question, because say, why has it taken him so long to release this report? And I say, you're on the release yet, and a whole lot. You take on it, but quickly, young joining me, Elton John Brobe, join his reporter. I'll call Nanado Fee on videos no streaming on Facebook. Do bet me enjoy. We are about so now. That's in common as if you on.
Committee that was responsible for stopping illegal mining wrote to the chief of staff upon a request by the chief of staff to furnish the office on the work of the ministerial committee and then offer a way forward to address the issue of illegal mining or galamsey. Now, the response, which was supposed to be a confidential document, has become a matter of intense media scrutiny in the last few weeks because of the content in the report, where he alleged that some government functionaries were actually engaged in galamsey, frustrated the works of the anti-galamsey committee. But one key issue that came out was the fact that illegal mining was actually taking place in the residence of President Akufo-Addo at Chebi, the president's hometown. Now, page 29 of the documents makes reference to a call he received from somebody who works at the National Security Secretariat. And this call, the person said that somebody, and he described the person as the Chebi youth organizer of the MPP, had undertaken illegal mining in the residence, private residence of President Akufo-Addo at Chebi in the Eastern region. According to him, he followed up on the complaint and found out that it was indeed true, and that they had to quickly mobilize some excavators and bulldozers to restore the vegetative cover of the president's garden and also reclaim the land. Now, today, we are at Chebi.
And the video out here, Elton John probably brought on another down for the private residence. I Chebi. Aha, na because from Pomboaten report, no indicate he say illegal mining echo so ewo. Until baby illegal mining echo so by 2-3 years, and I said 4 years ago there at least. Baby I am work here guniana shine impaho. Baby kusi atna bi azu ya anye bi abehu na bedwa ho. Nti ebe video near her na fe yeti commentary wo mu no. English when the need be say be ebe interpret it here, we will do that.
The place is a residential area for the president. And actually, we have an old lady who stays here by name Antiefia. And then we are also here 24/7 for security reason.
Can you point us to the garden which is in reference here?
Yes, I may say we don't have any garden in the house, as we can all see. We can all see this palm nut trees. That is over about 40-something years or 50-something years that we all came and met. And then there are big trees that are here that even the president himself is somebody who really likes trees and those kind of. So since I have been here, nobody allows to take even a leaf from a tree.
President, could this be the garden that Professor Frimpong Boateng made reference to, that it was the place that this youth organizer of Chebi undertook illegal mining activity that destroyed part of the garden, and he had to bring in excavators to restore the vegetation cover of the garden and also reclaim the land? Could this be the place that he spoke about in this document to the chief of staff?
Yes, I think maybe this is all what we have as his land. You see, so we don't have a special garden that we said we have a garden here. It's a compound. And then actually, that is all what we can see here around. You know, there's nothing been changing in the house here. So if somebody is here to say there was a garden and there was a galamsey mined out, we can all see the difference between a mined out area and somewhere that is not mined.
Okay, and Elton John Brobe, when he went to Chebi Nanado Fie, now I'll finding out. And over videos now, and it's an environment in the city and the well, I don't know, but from Professor knows best, but how they I bet to differ. And question and Nipa Ibribis say, why did it take the professor so long a time to release this report? A bitch that say Msena or her say reappointment bitch me aba na amma no. Well, that is a man for Nsema Mokam. In this very report, no, your krata or Hanoma Gabi Asare Ochredakon, Ayadia Sabre one also was sue Professor Frimpong Boateng. Now, baby, I was sue, no. A quick one was it the sum of 10 million Ghana cedis as general damages, including aggravated and or exemplary damages for defamation for libel authored by defendant, particularized as follows. And I read, what saddened me, that is a quote from what Frimpong Boateng wrote, what saddened me most was when Gabi Asare Dako called to defend a company that was actively destroying the environment, especially the forest and river Ofin in the Aprama and Kobro forest. We were ready to dislodge imperial heritage from Krobo forest when Mr. Gabi Asare Ochredakun called to inform me that he was the lawyer for Heritage Imperial Limited, a company that was destroying the Krobo and Aprama forest reserves and in the process has polluted and diverted the course of the river Ofin, as can be seen in the satellite images below. I informed the president about the behavior of Mr. Gabi Asare Ochredakun and he promised to deal with it. I was expecting people such as Gabi Asare Ochredakun, Captain Koda, and others like them who knew the president better and certainly had his interest and success at heart to support the fight against illegal mining. I was thus horrified to receive a telephone call from Mr. Ochredakun telling me he was the legal advisor to Mr. Donald Esua and his Imperial Heritage Mining Company, and that the company should be allowed to work in the Krobo and Aprama Forest reserves. You called to tell me that your client had a valid mining license and all necessary permit. I told you that Heritage Imperial Company Limited did not possess document permitting it to undertake active mining. That notwithstanding, through your intervention, the Chinese who were arrested were released by the task force. So, end of that. And then this is B, an apology for and retraction of the West complaint of and particularized supra. C, perpetual injunction restraining the defendant whether by himself, his servant, agent, or assigns from repeating similar or other defamatory words against the plaintiff. This writ was issued by Bright Autry Ajekum Esquire, Ajekum and Company, whose address for the service is 5th floor, blah, 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 blah. And to wait, in Samankrata, Ura Gabi Asare Ochredakun, Ede Akakoma, Professor Frimpong Boateng. Jacob, let's get straight to the point. Are we being patriotic in the fight against illegal mining? Because as they say, Obia is caught up in the net. The hierarchy, every bottom top approach, top bottom approach, Obia is caught in the net. Can we deal with this monies?
Na me de nchia kese so abuwatie fo
yani ahwefo nyina amu nyina ajo so
yani ahwefo nyina for see a field of this nature no ye a field that is very sensitive to me because as somebody with some background in climate change, something about land degradation is something that tembiana metia ayana hamibibre because as we speak oko World Health Organization before the African people are dying younger than before.
Okay.
The death expectancy rate
from
ye wun temper ye nyinche and so there be a dray and say a hoarding but ye wun temper and about 90% of this death is attributed to nutrition because ye knew any dium koi. Okay. Odike was trying to link the effect of the cyanide and those kind of toxic chemicals now use for more activities here. A drain it to the soil, a contaminate your food, and which is very true. Our research can ho asem bebre. Na unim say mistake ya abrofu we aye atwamu a omasua bibia free mu no afei na ye committed those mistakes, you know. We had the Industrial Revolution now started in the 17th century now. Now abrofu we were forest pa.
Okay.
You can't forest, you no more forest pa. But because of the need for fuel, and now firewood was the alternative for fuel. So that time no munyan discover coal, any fossil fuel. Into places like Sweden, England,
to keep your rooms and place of abode warm.
No more forest chain. More forest chain ye before ye dwe num say ye forest. But omu bu omu nue nyina at the power omu industries in order to make production going. Enti enawo hwa omo lose omo forest cover. And what do we see now? Spain hai matore hai yetimi ko fadua ye kwan na na de dua no ya besi. And me hu bi na I was amazed.
Senandru omo ye run about me dua kese pa me nim se dua nyini se tim tutim mani.
And then no, the battle of climate change has to do with issues of quantity of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. See, air charge the atmosphere now.
The ozone layer.
Even the ozone layer depreciation. For now, the ozone is recovering based on satellite images. Because the world has been able to do away with some kind of your friend is saying chlorofluorocarbon emitting compounds. You'll be able to say old refrigerators, these kind of air conditioners are not depleted the ozone.
So indeed,
indeed the
old fridges
exactly. They were containing now fridges containing chemicals be a friend chlorine. And chlorine, one emitted chlorine depleted about 30 million of the ozone. Ozone a chemical compound a 3 oxygens and a combine and the shielded the your friend said the sun no say by intimate direct contact to the earth because sun in direct contact to the skin now a cancer a lot of skin diseases. Until when the ozone was depleting, we were receiving cases of a lot of skin diseases with people. And you say sir refrigerators in that air conditioners, they were very, very harmful to the ozone. Intina Abrofun started said they were doing away with all those the friend is saying refrigerators
machines.
As we speak with satellite images are free NASA honey other space agencies they show say truly the ozone has really recovered to some level. Say now the ozone layer is getting back to track.
Wow. And
then as a result of the Montreal Protocol now you do away with all those chemicals and but again no Ghana the African countries now still now
recently now there was this Emra or Ghana banning the importation of these used air conditioners and there was a massive rejection from the public say and you better the one who go to fridge is it say you didn't just yours I
believe say as we move forward Ghana
let us not lose fact of what we are discussing.
Very, very important. Ghana 4 have come to buy it because not only say more pollute environment or more consumption rate to see very high. And the government not taking an initiative say or the low consumption gadgets are bar almost some pollute environment. And then most people are switching to what the government has brought. And as we speak, the climate change we are looking at a near man able to me a trap carbon dioxide now. And one of the natural sinks, and I say if you be carbon sink. One of the sinks, I can't sink here, so no sink here. One of the natural carbon sinks in your chair, it will make carbon dioxide, land.
Okay, land no.
And the ocean.
Okay.
Your water bodies and a tree.
Okay.
These are 3 major sinks here. Nyamedi chair say onim say yebe emete yebe pollute environment and these water bodies will be able to trap some of these your friends carbon dioxide as also will also trap some of these carbon dioxide in order to balance the greenhouse effect na here hwehwe and what they are so both from you expose carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that just okay, it has been captured and stored there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What the second war from says here to net here, you have exposed carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Okay, back to
illegal,
we really need to talk about this.
And the illegal activities, illegal mining as we speak, Ghana, we are classified as tropical areas. Your tropical forest, is described as one of the major climate change mitigation tools they fight, of which we are getting money from international bodies as a form of climate finance. In order to make sure, say, you be maintaining your forest cover, na boa me fight against climate change. Into global environmental finance. Every time we're making budgetary allocations on African countries, of which Ghana is also part of in order to keep our forest clean, plant more trees, like the Savannah Accelerated Project among these. Where were they getting the monies from? International organizations, and we say there were a lot of forest cover. Until we need money to keep all these natural reserves going. So by a bit me fighting against climate change. Until when we have a country that is engaging in massive illegal mining in that tangent, it shows you how we are not prepared in the fight against climate change. It tells you how we are not prepared to conserve our water bodies, not only for domestic purposes, consumption, but for exactly in the fight against climate change. One thing I have come to realize is that knowledge is very, very key, and knowledge is lacking in Africa.
And lack of knowledge,
my people will perish,
and they are perishing.
The issue is now or the strict laws and the betimia fight galamsey. The issue of climate, the issue of illegal mining is not only about politicians. There were other local indigenes. They don't have authorities from government or any political affiliation, but they are also into illegal mining. All because now the country is in a mess. We have not been able to create opportunities, employment opportunities for the youth, and that becomes the last resort for their livelihood. And to tackle climate to tackle illegal mining, you can't come with muzzles.
No, it wouldn't work.
You must find diverse solutions. The youth are into illegal mining. And to ban illegal mining in that what alternative are you bringing on board as a source of livelihood
to sustain them?
Exactly, and that is what we should be tabling as politicians. And these creative thinking should be coming to the tables, because obia ni also best illegal mining or person survival. And if you are banning illegal mining,
there should be an alternative.
There should be an alternative, because the brony fan fidia kesiye di metu gold Now then cracket one only the excavators ya one the susana ni de was a yampene money into a illegal. But near to as we speak, satellite images will tell you that any kind of shake be ebe koso or Ghana biano, the entire Obuasi will sink.
Be it an earthquake and
being it an earthquake or trauma biano, Obuasi will not be to its normal stage again. Because as we speak, Chrono Hango Enti Eya somewhere
Martinia I feel no kind of miracle. Big Joe J Studios, the Boga Wo Bi Ka no Hong Kong and anyway. Shadow to say, and they Urakwes ya de ODK, Ebon Komo and anyway. Or the Nchimu Bana, Joe Chese no. Send the angle na papa and person or Chese obey strict laws more. Or say one of the new media illegal mining in Ankasana. And Yegidi because straight laws they are. There can't be any form of strict law apart from say soldier in the uniform and say I am coming to stop you, which the government is saying say oh yeah, but I don't know so why so. I think say one, it's got to do with attitude not change. 2, knowledge. 3, an alternative. Should we ban this outrightly? See, you need to me in some way there. I'm sorry. Madam call Mira Amponsa, Miss August Namponsana Fe Yen from Paul Boateng report. Report your man for 2 months and Yabasa. And no Namsoma Gabi stay was soon as so bonidi, quite fast so bonidi, you know. And the honor maybe myself from Paul Boateng professor. I respect him a lot. I respect him because me even BC could have made them brave pa. Into to rise through the stages to pass through the mill. To reach a status or a professor, no, meaning, this still will be one of the impossible things.
The ever first African.
Oh yeah, heart transplant.
Exactly.
I think that was in 1996 or something, or 95.
And as we speak, in this fight against climate change, where Ghana is battling with energy crisis,
yeah,
because he was able to use Jatropha species in making fuel, and that could be an alternative to fuel. Say by you gold for oil like crano, and a waste of resources. If say you want incredible be Ghana, then you refine your oil. Why the need to go to Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates to go and do butter for oil?
Yes, so Prof says in the letter, say Gabi called him, say, well, yeah, lawyer, of which I don't see any problem with, sir. I'm gonna Gabi etiki, you know. Yes, Nipan ya company or energy man, and indeed, we're a lawyer, my company no. And then the client, our friend, say you, minister, and also I can say, minister, this person is my client. Say no waka. By the point where waka say Gabi Emma, but Gabi Emma Omujai, China for me mature on how I am not commenting on that. But in his capacity as a lawyer, the client, a friend who can't match on that. If you be true to Oku Bikura, the lawyer Casamana. On that score there, I don't think so.
Letter form.
Evidence.
Letter form.
Evidence. It is a contract. Be it verbal and as a rating, it stands. And I can't inform of a go.
Yeah.
And it's only evidence because when you go to court, we have 4 types of evidence. The first one is real evidence. We also have the demonstrative evidence, and if you have documentary evidence and testimonial evidence. Sure. Until 4 we be Gabi did follow within into your rights so yes as a legal advisor to a company. Yes, I know I need a Jumaye. Of a friend Boateng say adwuma de na ko be pa na so na do dan ko akufo na ba mu fo ni mpanimfo e na si ni kwan wan nya adwuma na e be say oh papa da dai report yi what it trot from maybe a free with out from no be afa na say wan kasa na o de baba tu bia because as me dey of my mean
mpanimfo bu be on asem tokwa no wa na to na kaka ba so ho odin a na ntokwa no betimi abu nipa na pa no won Canada. Men can send be ya papa mess penso Martin Amidu. Ya papa Martin Amidu. O make effort to me pay mine asempa.
Okay.
Efa akwaya na disika ya fancy. Wayomi.
After that besi Wayomi.
Sa time na owo ya kan say power as a minister. Eno hunu sa ade no. Na ni party na power so ati ase ena o kan se sa ade na e koso no o ma ne nkoso ne enkoso chena e ma omuyi na di o te ne ho ase sa time no ena nipa hunu se man no ye den
upright or be no kwa
obi o ye adwuma no okay eno so na ma Akufo-Addo ponte no ase ye kan
special Kwesi Peter no
thank you okoduru ho no na okwatete na ye Gon Ghana for Suban no. Nke jindi esanko koye na nka sa atam na won wa fight
no so no office we never got it. So no office obey adwuma.
Only office not abontin.
Oh. I forget.
No, basan bisa no abontin. No nti abontin. Isi e tua oka. So what you say? Huh?
No, one GP. What's one GP?
O si one GP. Okay, opi abontin no. Nsambe no sambe kekan. My way I can ask him this year.
From Pomboatin.
Yeah.
Professor.
Yeah, the post no ma no. NVSA any.
That was in 2017. No environmental minister, yeah.
Nti obedi sa post no. Then what ben or born or sa nsem ya okay hu.
Mate, hold on, yankobo video bi. Ya on video bi wa ha say. Na ye sa video no. Ye tie mu nsem wi a. Ye ba na afie da wa betoto ne letter wa twere ho say din ntina panimu esa o yesa. Ye ntie Professor Frimpong.
Just said a while ago.
Percentage specific.
Okay.
Percentage of the fight would you have say you've won in Galamsey?
I think I just said a while ago.
Percentage specifically.
I think I would say 70%.
70%. You have failed by 30% then.
If that's your assessment, that is.
Where are the excavators, sir?
Every excavator that has been stolen will be found.
Why were they stolen? You were sleeping on the job, perhaps?
I was not sleeping on the job.
You have soldiers to guard excavators, yet they went missing. How did that happen?
Pardon me?
You have soldiers as part of the Operation Vanguard protecting these equipment. How did they disappear overnight?
No, they did not disappear overnight. I mean, you will get a fast pretty soon. I don't want to overstep what the security people are doing, the investigators. So let us be patient.
All right, we'll be patient. In short, you be saying say a corner percentage based now Galamsey that's it too no. What are you doing? 70%.
Nti tate no hu na ode abayana. Ahun say ya ka sama na ode wosere. Ya ka na bisa na wosere. Ahun say Ghana ni on. Say aduane hye no ma. Onkasa o. Aduane hye no ma odi me no. Onwene ni pa wa chiri ho. But moment aduane free na ni ma ono so hunu say afa na ono so obehu kom no bi no. Sa tam na abufo ni eden eba. Oh, Ghana and some ya can you sometimes I can't I say the diagro, but I need semba. Tam nana ote hono. Nti wan hunu sansem wodi nyina.
O video say 3 years ago. And video or interview or grant
3 years ago no work 70%. Nti 30 no up to now no want me am find. Afem say how many percent?
Is it 0?
Sandy power no nyina no kura so nkasa. Oh, nipa entra me di kan de matia me dudie no baaye no.
Entra ntia onko ade anka bre na ohunu se enye na anka ompega ne sa.
Ntempa. Enkam emfiri so nwie. Na wo begina kira ba de na beto abo ba park no so. Ugina bo we kan say, ugina fulfilled so. Oh bobo, ya ma aka woni keeper. Want me ntu anhye. Na obati na kire na obi gina akokọ na side a, o cross wa sim na open go. Enye yie ma no nye.
Nti na sem no
ono kwade sanko mo bo no o sanka echi na bo no because ye de ade na ma o bo ama man na ye na akoso but uko gina ho no wantimi amwa ye interview o say work 70%. Nti say ye bisanse percentage sign or the free so no akon dura obeka say ye 70% so
nti na me ka say assembly obeka ne say no
fe ya wa say
asemo enyira
yeah what them say
report of papa dia ba na tie video ni onu agina kan say wako 70%. Na just say God won kan
ya ha de bi o say ya papa na Japan won.
And in the report no ne ba jojo illegal or small scale mining our say wo one the band your license. Doesn't it call for conflict of interest?
Wan tokwa no hwa yan kan say won say ya papa na Japan o one pipi mu. But onyam bi before obo mochia bakasa onni party nikura mu onyam this for obo achire nti sometimes no ye wo andisi for bia omo e back ne se otiminya ye kan tumi na omba back no so what you say and apart from that person no nipa gina ni nyina no apart from say oyandisi ni andisi for na eko ono nko na se wotime hunu andisi for mutim ka se oba power so no otim be die ni mu dia omba to am because of ne nokora okanti san nipa ne ya hwehwe san grofo ni bi so what you say anytime di kan de matina midu die no e ba ye say na ote akonya so oye minister ohunu se anya na no kan ye wakan na no mu yi na di so what you say san nipa no sa ogina sa oya ade bia na oyo obi adwen ko akira uhunu ba bia nipa ni firiye ni ba bia wo kwa koduru but wo what na so ye bisa so ko 70 and this 70 no na onim say ye 70 kan sen Ghana cedis na ase wasam na ye kan ase percentage wasam na ye kan na kwa twa we but wo say e firi soro ba ni nyina pra that means what is na on so pro.
Okay.
Because what is so near one case almost 70%. Ye bisa excavator saira. What's your name? Securities no. Abesin na otimi huye ewen.
Ni nyina san ko wure mu hor ma ye adwuma.
Na se akwa otimba report we.
Da bi
enti nipa na obisa na se no pa che se nipa no onim nyansa na obisa na se na. Ana omo de Ghana for adwuna eko school.
Sana mi hu no.
So what you say? And this only power no me no kan sama. Wonye obi abaka sama why den abaji wadi. Because ye dey na ma. Ye dey ma dey na ye.
Ofoge galamse how are they more my Ghana. Ujidi say Ghana mpanimfo Ghana for enyina I ready say ombeso mutu afia na.
Media na met ma ka cha mo say ye dey mpanimfo no mo tia ba mo say politicians na kura feel ho. Ya hemfo betime tu ase. Na den tina omodi bi ko na me de do ma hene de ye example ma no ada na ye twere ekrata na firi ho tono ma asase no ma obi sa onye den o betu ye kan se go di bo ho no se enye onno asase so a enye mampanyi na ye asoja fo ni hobi so omo kwa na omudi kan be wura mu start so mu tu a enkase tu no ntu biem entin se be kan sa hemfo ne ye number 1 even say omode saadian kwa ma say kokro no so na nsam say area bia nka isa babe omutu garam say area bi sa omukwa ma hema no gina say onti asem omoma say wutie ho asem a
nti say kromanfo no ankasa so ye so le gina
so le gina say garam say maso upon say mampanyi ankasa emagina ho maso
nti
because my men kan san ba ko nchiro ye krom wo no sia na mutwa enua pa ho ya kwana na ya faso ko afumu no eno so nam de enua no fa omo sai kwana sa omo nwi anya hwe one day kuro nyina ko gina kwana no sa timba ka o re be ma no mfa kwana no so within about 3 days no madwi kwana no so from kana saying kuro no kwante to area na omo ya adwuma no sa no de aba no forest na o de ama ho ena wutwa but kwana no de anya aba na yi to ho kuro mana na ebo ya kwan ena de ka fa so na wase kwan no kuro no ye de na gina so ombadwi kwan no nyina so so te ase enti se kuro no gina sa asojafo aba na omoba na nya asojafo na omde omoba omunkuta aba nkrata ubatu afa so na akọ area na
okay
nipa na yakọ nyina garam se for sa excavator sinya na emfa kuro no man sa na akọ na se kuro no gina ma mo se ma excavator bia nkọ a wan na betum de excavator na akọ enti ahemfo no ye 90% ahemfo no ye bo masa gram se ne koso because omu ahemfo no wo bi so what you say because what me ujini sasa me hene ye mfansa na ado se okoma nhia sesi a upon the president ni nyina achi na oduru manhia
odi manhia mra
so from toma
obekọ ha
onyinto
obekọ ha
upon the president ni onyinto so all the respect man enti sa wo de ade ekona na kacha say masa asisu me ma o metu garam say na
asembia anyira yimpia nti uma na yira ebetwa Jacob, would you agree with me if I think and say Dr. Frimpong Boatin maybe and Professor Frimpong Boatin maybe and one nanti drew abrabum named dear Quanso experience and potentially what he could have done now anyone can go hura and you say mona
At the core of politics, Dano Mr. Tino has said, some your political antecedent now. Ghana has never witnessed a leader. And I will keep on saying it because true leaders inspire, true leaders bring hope, and true leaders find solutions to problems. But then, so we share your history, your leaders are no. By the time omubefre kumbiano subiano, problems upon problems. And I am funny woman say, Debia no bibini no jidi say, near Ojinan Chaya or Bamuno, ne casa de inti or your problem solver. Inti your friend the casa unqua ye beti me at the Jumana man. But I was say, problem na nipa no ka ho asem no. Ubisa ne nipa no ne hunu ne understanding how the problem is affecting lives and what are the future implications of that problem.
Okay.
Hwa who illegal mining we are ka ho asem a serious issue.
Yeah, I know.
In Oko World Bank report which was published in 2018.
Okay.
I said in 2050 the world will be going for a second world war. And this second world war is not going to be with guns, not with nuclear weapons, and it is not going to be a war on anything, but rather a war on water. When you say Germany or water crisis,
yeah,
Germany or importance because of a kwa esi mrebima omunsu exactly. And then ye mpon omumpon no na ye Africa omo a insufi na ye disinia ma no exactly omumpo e wo challenges into do Germany ade a Germany for pa e water bill nti oni bi mukratia ukojo nso ba ako a itimi ka che ose man flash de ni nyina no ne aka sebe dwonso no nyina bom ne ya flash no ba ako me bo a obetumi find out of free Germany for enti we are going to battle with water. And as we speak, evidence in here very clear. Uko Northern Regional. And the issue is, I appreciate this current government for one thing.
Which is?
For making illegal mining well known to Ghanaians.
Oh,
that
okay.
alone is an applaud.
Okay.
Right now as we speak,
am I a fair appreciation of
exactly
the whole issue?
Because illegal mining didn't start in Akufo-Addo's era.
Dollar power no mean so
it started yache papa. And so we share the social effect here. Ebi na odikebu boso no.
Yeah.
Issues of dear
committees
exactly. Sandet here. Ko ba bi e fro banan kwanta.
Dollar power.
Sani o masia science ase no. Nanso ne dia sujafo ko homo mo guide site. The catcher was say Major Mahama, he was protecting a Galamsey site for a politician. That is why I was telling you, say Odike had issues. He had evidences. Atiwa Forest, the agreement of the diamond mining agreement also in the NDC era. No? Do you know who was going to take charge of that mining activities? Ibrahim Mahama was the one going to handle that activities. Amaso, but en the DNC, ya the Atiwa Forest way akwa China. Ne yesi Sino Hydro project.
Yeah.
Omonya kwan ma no muntu ya diamond nko. And Atiwa Forest nya diamond nko na omutu ako. They are depleting the forest as well.
Yeah.
Enti media da bia meka kire we say in every challenge or any fight in Ghana, no, be it corruption, be it illegal mining, whichever problem that we want to solve in Ghana, no, we will need people who are very honest, who have the country at heart, and who will always think about the future generation. Sustainability is lacking in the life of a black man. Adidida enye yede penedidi preko. Enti for me, Professor Frimpong Boateng report, you remember I said there were some videos circulated some years ago. John Boadi call the office. Ma oneno ko ham so. Wako ka kire ni se party hieska. Now aba me have ka kire me se party hieska ntino. That was the time na excavators na Irano. John Boadi call the office. Na ko ka kire say nyawo na wo say party hieska ntino. Yenja o mu no nya adwuma. Enti that should tell you say a collaborative activities here. Whether NPP
because
I believe we say the effect of illegal mining should be explained
among us should be informed
to Ghanaians.
Probably when we understand it from that angle.
We are losing our agricultural farmlands. Cocoa production is reducing. The gross cereal production is also reducing. In natural terms, agricultural productivity is very low. And some portion can be attributed to illegal mining.
Very well.
And I think the key to the solution is education.
Okay.
We should let the people be aware of the effect of illegal mining, how it will affect us, the health implication, and other socio-economic implications.
Okay.
I think solving it from that angle, we will make a lot of progress rather than going the hard way, thinking laws alone can solve it. Because what I have come to know is the moment you tell Obi say we mind
curiosity sets in.
But let the person know the effect. So see, I say so very clear. I say Hefana Benyanswano. And Tibimuso with deformities. Those evidences are enough to tell Ghanaians to say we need to refrain from those active exactly. That should be the way to go to me.
Mate. But I say Jacob so one of the account on Kwano yemfa education no nanipa entiasie na you appreciate the harm, the challenges I go through. Now young as individual how the influence. I mean call rockets them so na me say make chapter na me must mirror. Na me bisa say mo mudua na say no mo dia so one.
Mudua nyi.
Zao.
Da Lawrence ka senka. Yenyi Bible no Israel nfa na nko mo fa bo so mra no mudua nso na ma ye. Betenye adwuma so na penso no wo ho ohunu ye uja no ko ye. You know be kakra betima kan say. Yeah, MPP ni NDC for no. Yeah, nhwe omuyi. Because we ko moment we ko akire kwan e fa so e be ye no. Na we nso the year politics me ba o ba be ye so ajaze ndi e ba na sa na emma ye kan say ko na ye ko no enye adwuma kakra metima kan say e wosanka omuye assistant say krom system no enka second party na obeto so mienu no ne flag bearer no e wosanka tembia owo seat wo parliament ti say krom ha nanka ono tembia no ogina de ne fact ne niema fanse ne party ba obeye no o de abeto board no ma discuss na mampanyin so de na ba no ma discuss sana ekoso Spain ha
en say Ghana more representation MPs no honor representing their various political parties
but once MP no ono no wo ho but Kroma so almost the same MPs no but second party no we second leading opposition party no o nipa na okogina ahwa ye to no so aba no wo parliament hobi enti no tambia no no de ne policies mfan say oba ban mo ode beba no ode be to board ama mo discuss ehunu say bia ne wo de ba no nye ye de we ka we hu a ebe yie no mo to so aba no mo man no ko nanim so what ya say enti say obatena bontia ma we na ya wie wa ya wie no na wo so de aba
Some me and Cabe say, Basankate Hobia and Codiba and Ano, who bet me actually, Nanko Bia near na ye bed and a bit me acoso. If you sank a bit me aboa, ama a minor to me acosuntino, Yampani for or more ya monche ye no mon fasa near money be Emra. Nanka second opposition party leader or Lusu, you know, Tembian Court Parliament.
Mate. May I say August Namponsa and Afeminia Jacob, Yami Shramo, Ora Quesia de Odike, also there was baby out Johnny and free be a young upon shop, Yamin Shrow. How and a show no AC and a I had a show no AC and a young upon ya Dumois. That's a Yabasin, and I mean, say, Doctor from Professor, why do I keep saying doctor? Okay. Ni na mana kama no. Nti Doctor Professor Frimpong Boating. The report no meaning say Hong Kong no. It is not coming to an end anytime soon because yenya see you near home. I feel like Shai in Suato. Yeah, in Suato. Yeah, in Suato. Pity and Eura Sama no. Hana, yeah, de Boga Wo Bi Ka AC. Yeah, Hana de Bana, a casual idea brabo munkomo, no man come on age man home, work and happiness. Yami had my next week, essential. Meantime, I mean, Cassie Yanko had much now, was Andrew, the Labarca Pentecost on them. Many to pack, the Nababa wa kama to pack my boa, but I mean, she would you to pack was Yanko Woba. And you got a top of Rababa and Dimison Fan Mamma Crafi. Now, the Caro be bonus. Mammy, if you crown in Casano, whom beam to pack. And Yami had much name in the bishops and through the Barca. Pentecost on them, Yakoma Baba, Yakwaba. Sansona, me young copa, Minia Charles, do not from Metepa, meaning so here. And I say, Nana Adade, Ubi or this and another did DBNM Biano. With this or the mouth. Send Andrew Clumo, dear, Bema be in Hokan another day. Yami had my next week, Yebesia, Adura on horse, one